He smiled slightly. You always did your homework. Karen's voice cracked. You know each other? I turned toward her. Yeah, Karen. I used to work with the DA's office. Property fraud cases, mostly. People pretending to have authority they didn't. Sounds familiar? Her mouth opened, but no words came out. Ramirez spoke again, his tone firm now. Ma'am, I'm going to need you to step aside while we document the site. You're not under arrest yet, but if the footage checks out, you will be. Karen tried one last move, the classic victim switch. She held her hand to her chest, voice trembling. This is a misunderstanding. He's lying! He's trying to make me look bad. Ramirez chuckled. The trench speaks for itself. She turned to me, her tone desperate now. You could have just talked to me. We could have settled this quietly. I looked at her trench, the same one she ordered to scare me. You didn't want quiet, Karen. You wanted control. For a second, her mask cracked. The arrogant HOA queen was gone, replaced by someone who finally realized she wasn't untouchable. Ramirez began taking photos while I stepped closer to the edge of the trench. The whole thing looked ridiculous now, uneven, dangerous, and completely pointless. I couldn't help but laugh softly. She glared at me. This isn't over. Actually, I said, it is. At that exact moment, Ramirez's radio crackled. A voice came through, calm but clear. Unit 3, confirmation. Local PD en route for trespass and impersonation report. Karen's face drained of color. You called the police? Ramirez replied. You dug a 6-foot ditch on a prosecutor's land. You called them yourself. She started stammering, looking for someone to blame. But there was no one left. Her workers were gone. Her fake officers had fled, and the only thing surrounding her now was the evidence she created. Ramirez finished taking notes and turned to me. You want to press charges? I thought for a moment, then nodded. Not out of revenge, out of principle. He smiled. Still the same guy I remember. As he walked back to his truck, Karen stood frozen by the trench, staring down like she could somehow undo what she'd done. I stepped past her slowly and said the one thing that had been sitting in my chest for days. You dug this to trap me, Karen. Turns out it's the hole you buried your reputation in. She didn't answer. Just stared, shaking, as the first real police cars rolled up the street. Inside, I sat down, exhaled, and finally felt the silence